What is going on, everybody? Combo here, and as you read by the title, today I'll be giving you 5 quick Mirage tips to make you a Mirage god. I genuinely think if you guys stick through to the end of this video, you will definitely learn some things about Mirage that you did not before. Be sure to share, like, subscribe, all that crap. I don't really want to say that now. I'm just going to let the video do itself, so you'll want to by the end. Anyway, let's get right into the video. Starting out with number 1, we have the basic movement principles of the bamboozle and just how to really understand exactly how it works. So, starting out, summoning a bamboozle in the direction you're facing will face that bamboozle in the exact same direction where you initially faced when placing it. Basically what I'm saying in lamest terms is if I place it here, it's going to be facing that same direction that I was at that certain time. Now you almost want to think of the bamboozle like a mirror. You see, when you move and control it, which is down on the D-pad or whatever it is on the other consoles or PC, it's going to follow the movement where it is facing, not where you're facing. So right here, if I get directly behind it, obviously it will copy my movements exactly because it's right in front of me. But let's say we stop right here and get in front of it, it is going to mirror the movements in the way that it's facing. So right here, you see now we're opposite, like I said, as a mirror. This will apply in all properties and will continue that way until it eventually goes away, which I believe is 60 seconds. Something else to know about the bamboozle is you can switch it back and forth between controlling and not controlling, and the bamboozle will start to move. To make sure your bamboozle moves every single time instead of standing still, you have to be in that motion when you do it. So, what I mean by this, right here, as you can see, if I walk forward and release control, bamboozle will start moving. Now it'll start sprinting, not walking. If I'm walking backwards, it will start sprinting in the direction that it was initially. Now, if I stop moving like this and stop like that, the bamboozle will not move. Same thing applies for slides. If I'm sliding and stop control, the bamboozle will slide, but at the exact same rate and distance every single time. As you can see right here, even if it's up a hill and I stop the bamboozle while sliding, it will slide the same distance every time. So right here, stop it, it's going to slide up the hill and it's going to look a little weird. Right here, slide it, and it slides up the hill at the exact same distance. So we're going to start out with number 1 of these techniques, which is the uphill sliding bamboozle. Now the way this works is you want to be facing forward when you slide. You cannot slide backwards or this will not work. And you can send a bamboozle going up a hill at max speed. So what you want to do is slide down a hill, turn around, throw your bamboozle, gain control. What this does is actually slides your bamboozle up the hill at the same speed at which you would be sliding down the hill, which in turn very much catches people off guard. The second of these techniques actually requires the exact same setup as the last, except this time you won't be sliding down a hill. In fact, you'll be jumping up a hill very fast. So once again, what you'll want to do is you will want to slide down and face your bamboozle in the opposite direction and take control. But what this actually accomplishes, this setup right here, where you're looking up a hill at a bamboozle, as you know, Apex does not let you jump the max height every single time, and when spamming up a hill, your character jumps very fast. What this actually allows you to do is if you spam jump correctly, you can make your bamboozle fly in the opposite direction. So right here, I'm going to show that off. If I start spam jumping like this, you can see right there, my bamboozle is actually flying above my head. There he is right there, he's still flying. Once again, this is not necessarily for engaging into fights, but you can even jump when it's right there, jump back up the hill, keep it flying around, and this will more than definitely trip people up as they will not know how to react. This same thing actually applies when you're in your ultimate, which is interesting. If I fought my ult right here, I can make all of my bamboozles fly, which once again, this will definitely trip people up. Moving on to the next advanced movement tip, we have another way to make our bamboozles fly, or in this case slow fall I should say. To make this happen, all you're going to do is have a large cliff in front of you, so you have a place to slide your bamboozle off. Set your bamboozle close enough that you can get a running start like this, slide it off, then spam the control and uncontrol button as so. As you can see, your bamboozle can actually slow fall like this, which can definitely trip people up and distract a lot of attention from yourself. So another thing you can do to make this even better is if you put a little bit more momentum into it, like this, and spam it immediately instead of waiting for it to fall, your bamboozle will actually move in an arc in the same way it would go as if it were in the slide animation. Make sure you end it when you're not controlling it, as then your bamboozle will continue running and people will think it's you. And finally, number 5 is another tip with Mirage that actually counters caustic. So as you can see right here, we have a bunch of gas traps laid out, and if we turn on friendly fire, Mirage can actually throw his bamboozle through caustic traps and set them off without taking any damage. Now, something to note, and as you've noticed, I lost the audio for this, so I'm actually talking over this clip. If you look at the way Mirage's bamboozle through the gas traps, it actually starts flashing. For him to set off another gas trap, Mirage actually has to completely stop flashing. As you can see in the top right, he is completely solid right now. If I send him through, he will set off another trap. If he's flashing, however, he will actually not set off traps. Right here I take damage because I'm being stupid. Let's wait again, throw another one in. As you can see, he's flashing right there, so he doesn't set it off, but the second he stops flashing, the trap is indeed set off. This is very important to note, because if you don't do this, the traps won't be set off, and you will probably die in the process. There we go. Anyways, everyone, I do hope you enjoyed this quick little Mirage guide. Expect more in the future, as I think I'll be doing a two-parter to this video, so stay tuned for that. I also have a caustic and revenant guide in the works, as well as a Kraber video, so I have a ton of new content coming out. If you guys would like to see that, as I said, like, sub, I mean, you don't have to, but I'd appreciate it, because yeah, that's what keeps me going. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Combo, Bamboozle it up, and yeah, take it easy, everybody.